Terry Quent and Fred Espahon. So who is Terry? You are Terry and Fred. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you feeling?
I'm okay.
Okay, good. Welcome to the Montagne Posée Commission of Inquiry, established to find out the truth regarding the incident that took place at this prison from the 5th to the 6th of December 2024. And that particular incident resulted in deaths and injuries in this prison. My name is Justice Alfred Maledzeki. I'm the chairperson of the commission, and let me allow fellow commissioners to introduce themselves.
I am Machiavelli.
Vic Chiwang.
And to the extreme left is our secretary for the commission, Chelsea Our Best, whom I'm sure you have interacted with. Okay. Chelsea, would you please administer the oath? Then we take it from there.
So I'll move one by one, so Fred, if you can stand up, please. Lift your right hand. Say, I, Fred Isbao,
I, Fred Isbao,
solemnly
and sincerely affirm
that the evidence
I shall give
to this
commission
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
Thank you. You may be seated, Fred. Terry, if you can lift your right hand. Say, I, Terry Quent,
I, Terry Point,
solemnly
solemnly
and sincerely
and sincerely
affirm
affirm
that the evidence
that the evidence
I shall give
I shall give
to this commission
to this commission
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
Thank you, Terry. You may be seated.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Our Best, for administering the oath. Mr. Terry
Point.
Yes, Mr. Terry Quent, which language would you like to use?
Creole.
Okay. Mr. Espahan?
Creole.
Creole.
Yeah.
Okay. And maybe just for the benefit also of those that are following our proceedings, to clarify this rule, because we are going to call in more and more witnesses. So the official language for the commission is English, but where it is necessary, the witnesses apply and request to use Creole, and we provide an interpreter for that. So the interpreter would have to interpret the following now, so that our two witnesses can understand. I would like to just flag and remind you of some of the key rules that guide us during this testimony. Please go ahead and interpret.
Et pour un de l'arrêt qui ont besoin de servir, l'État nous peut donner l'évidence de la commission.
So the first is, I just want you to confirm if this is true or false. So the answer should be yes or no.
Premièrement, il est content pour vous confirmer oui ou non. Et pour les mentions.
You have both been given an opportunity to give evidence.
Tous les deux, vous avez gagné l'opportunité pour venir donner l'évidence devant la commission.
In public
En public
or anonymously.
ou soit anonymous, il veut dire quand il peut broadcast pour tout le monde voir.
I would like you to verbalize yes if it's a yes, no.
Yes.
Yes, okay. The second thing I want you to say yes or no is you have voluntarily chosen to give evidence in public.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Now I remind you to tell the truth only during your testimony. To tell the truth only. Maybe you can translate.
Il peut faire autre rappel pour cause la vérité et seulement la vérité.
Yes.
Please answer all the questions that you are going to be asked by the commissioners and to the best of your knowledge.
Répondre aux bonnes questions qu'ils ont pour demander par bon membre commission pour au plus bien qu'ils sont capables.
Please conduct yourselves with dignity and respect.
Conduisez les corps avec dignité et respect.
This also implies, or this also relates to situations where you name certain individuals.
Ça inclut l'instance qu'on pour nom bon nom individu.
Please address those individuals with respect,
Adresse non sa bon individu avec respect,
regardless of how you feel towards them.
en prenant compte quoi qu'ils ont senti envers sa bonne du monde.
So even if they've angered you, even if you don't like them, but still address them with respect.
Même si ils ont pas content sa bonne du monde, mais seulement adresse autres avec respect.
Then just a reminder also for everyone not to interrupt the proceedings, to make sure that your phones are switched off.
Et nous pouvons demander tout pour pas interrompre sa proceeding après-midi, faire si qu'ils ont téléphone éteint.
Thank you very much. So we are going to take turns to ask you questions. And perhaps, since this is a group consultation, unlike the other ones where we have one individual, we then might want to have one person leading, giving a version, and then the other adding or subtracting. Yeah. So we'll start with Commissioner Tirant on my left. He will ask you questions, and myself and Commissioner Vidot will also ask you some follow-up questions. Okay.
Pour commencer avec commissionnaire M. Tirant, il vous demande des autres questions. Après, les autres membres de la commission poursuivent par demande questions aussi.
Okay, thank you. So over to you, Honorable Commissioner.
Thank you. Je comprends. I mean, do you understand if we ask you the question in English and you reply in Creole, or you want the question as well in English, in Creole? Creole. Ok, nous commençons par des autres. Les 5 avec les 6 décembre 2024.
On the 5th and 6th December 2024,
Il y a l'incident qui est arrivé dans la prison d'Aïboué.
there was an incident which occurred in the Montagne Posée prison.
Est-ce que vous êtes capable d'expliquer la commission
Can you explain to the commission
quoi qui est arrivé,
what happened?
côté société,
Where were you?
et si dans aucun état vous participe dans quoi qui est arrivé pendant cet incident?
And if at any time you took part in whatever happened in that incident.
Alors, les autres, and he expliqué l'autre assis porté ou whatever dit la cause le petit peu ce qu'il y a comme
Nous pas ensemble, non. Ça qu'est voulu.
ok allez
On va commencer. On va commencer.
allez
Ça joue, par l'habitude, je pas bon manger.
On that day, it was like a normal day. We were going to have lunch.
Yeah. Ils ont été de 4h30 à peu près, une démonstration, gaulé, tout le monde dormi.
Around 4:30 p.m., I was in the Godet section where I used to be.
C'est pas mon bol pour moi pour manger.
I had taken my bowl to go and get my food.
Ils ont baillé le temps les mon step out pour me sortir de mon cachot, mal pour manger.
By the time I stepped out from the cell to go and take my food,
Sorti la fumée de gaz dans mon figure.
I smelled a tear gas smell in my face.
Ils ont vu que quand moi je vais aller ça gaz plus fort dans mon figure, je les ai retourné.
Since when I was going, the smell was coming stronger in my face. I had to return back
Tourne back pour moi envoyer de l'eau dans mon figure.
for me to throw water in my face.
Ils ont tu vois mon sourire, ils sont pas capables. On dit relax.
It was really hot, and I just relaxed.
Un conseil qu'il faut des mots pour un peu un siphon mouillé, mettre dans mon figure.
I was advised that I have to take a wet cloth and place in my face.
ok dus je van wie moet die van goed non
Ça joue les 5. Je suis dormi à jour.
On that day, on the 5th, I was sleeping.
Ils ont dit c'est un frère venu de 6h30 comment? C'est un frère venu lever. Ils m'ont levé.
Around
Yeah.
6:30, one of the brothers came to wake me up.
Ils ont dit qu'il est arrivé. Ils m'ont dit t'as gardé là-bas.
I asked
Ils
him-
ont entré dans la prison.
I asked him what has happened. He told me there are officers who have come into the prison.
Ils ont montagne, ils ont sorti de mon section montagne comme si ils venaient pour aller dehors.
I came
Ils ont
out.
passé quand
I came out from the section and ran outside.
ils ont vu passer on t'as gardé avec un chien. On a espèce de garçon de comme si partout. Chi gas partout les tombent de partout.
When going out, I saw a lot of police officers with tear gas everywhere.
C'est un diffé devant barreau. Comme si vous sortiez, c'est un diffé comme si.
There was
Non, pas noir,
fire
les gars,
outside
mais-
the gate.
Après, on taille comme si on taille, on passe par le côté messe,
I
par
ran.
où tu ouvert.
I ran through the gate going to the mess, which
Ça va
was
au-
open.
Ça va au côté messe, tu ouvert, on a entré au côté messe.
I entered the mess.
Et on a entré au côté messe comme si on était à courir pour quitter là. Côté prison, côté bureau.
When I entered the mess, I looked towards the office.
Ils ont un côté dehors, on a tagade, l'ambulance, fire brigade.
When I looked outside, I saw a lot of officers,
Après, on va
ambulance, fire brigades.
Après, en bas côté gym, tagade, une special force.
At the gym, there were lots of officers in special forces
Special
uniform,
force, de l'armée, après SSU.
army uniforms, and SSU.
On lève un peu des bouts dans les côtes mess. Mettre fusil là, comme si mettre target là.
When I stood up at the mess, they pointed the gun towards me.
Président, dessus, on descend bas, comme si on évaporation.
I quickly ducked down since I was under pressure.
On panique comme si un seul coup fait que les gens disent comment arriver.
I was panicked.
dat is nada mis là
Oui, on a dit, mais ça fait des temps.
I maintained in the mess for some time.
Terry ou après qui s'arrive
Mon là ça problème pas moi je peux dire mon reste de mon section.
When the problem happened, like I was telling you, I remained in my section.
Ils ont une section tu n'as pas beaucoup moment à cause de la plupart moment tu finis sorti dehors.
There were not a lot of people in my section because they had already gone out.
J'ai une histoire dans la section.
There were only 3 of us left in the section.
J'ai un moment avec mon collègue appelé James Paul.
There was myself and one of my colleague James,
Après un autre appelé Peter.
another one Peter.
The one.
There were 3 of us.
La section chin lock, maman a mis une lock section.
We had to lock the section.
Ils ont baillé le temps de la lock section nous là, tu peux pas rester toi aller dans là. Ça tire c'est une cool down un peu de temps après.
By the time we locked the section, we remained there until the tear gas had cooled down.
Vous allez nous là, puis le temps, tandis bon tapage, bon léocruy, puis arrivé.
We heard noises, cries,
Un tapage physique, balle pété.
gunshots.
Un team guard est venu, mélanger SSU, Ibu.
There was a team of forces mixed with the
À peu près, c'est final de 4h30, 5h.
Après-midi.
Yeah, après-midi, à soir comme ça.
This was around 4:30 to 5 p.m.
Yeah, by the time, président les ordinateurs, ils commencent à faire bon mot jouer, comme ça.
By
Yeah.
the time they entered, they started using vulgar languages.
Je dis tout le monde comme si quand on dormi là, il y a 3 sections, il y a 1, 2, 3, 4 sections quand on dormi au ground floor.
Where I sleep, there are 4 sections on the ground floor.
Vous avez by the time les ordinateurs là, tous les 4 sections deviennent les autres. On peut jouer avec le moment, il peut dire que le moment surrender. Il vient de bon moment, il va pas faire rien, et puis jouer avec pour surrender.
By the time they came, they were shouting to the people, surrender, surrender, even they were not doing anything.
Moi, tu peux t'en dire ça, moi. Vous allez dans la section côté nous, vous venez même par encore jouer, puis dire surrender, vous avez un petit tac devant.
I heard this. When they came to us, they were still shouting, surrender, surrender, and the gate was locked in front.
Vous avez un petit comme ça, ouvert, puis by the time, petit ouvert, là, pratiquement.
They were shouting, open the gate, but the key was not with me.
Là, j'ai servi expérience de coupe 4 non, de coupe 4 non.
They used a ball cutter to cut off the padlock. They got inside.
Ils disaient avec mon surrender.
They told us to surrender.
C'est ça l'histoire nous.
There were only 3 of us.
Vous avez pas de time. Ils ont piqué, ils ont dit qui m'ont fait pour mon surrender. Ils m'ont fait non rien.
I asked them, what have I done for me to surrender? I
So
haven't
stop
done
more.
anything.
Comme ça tape moi avec bâton, un bâton qu'ils ont servi.
They started hitting me with the sticks that they used.
Ils ont obligé de descendre à terre. Ils ont even double mon descendre à terre là. Still tape.
They asked me to go to the ground, and at the same time they were still hitting me
Parce que les mon descendre à terre.
until I got down on the ground.
Les officiers là-dedans, je connais, c'est mon pas connais son nom. Ils sont nous le molido, ils m'ont même pas derrière.
There was an officer. I know him by face but not by name. He put my hand behind my back, put his knees on my back, and tied my hands with a tie rack.
Les officiers de SSU.
The officer is in SSU.
Si mon ali comme si face to face mon cas ou lui, c'est mon pas connais son nom.
If I see him face to face, I can identify him, but I don't know his name.
Là nous tous les doigts, attends.
Oui, moi, tu dois m'expliquer comme je vous bas.
I was in the maze hiding.
Il fait un peu de temps, là, jusqu'à 8h30 du soir.
I stayed there for some time until 8:30 in the evening.
On sorti, on descend au gym, tu n'as pas pu m'aider dans le gym.
Then I got out and went to the gym where there were a few people there. The gate was locked. I asked them to open the gate. There were lots of officers outside around. I was scared they would come in and beat me, so I got out and went upstairs. At that time, the officers had already blocked the gate. Those who were inside remained inside. Those outside remained outside. I went to the gate where the mess is. I saw CI Enista. I cried to him and asked him to remove me from the cell and put me outside.
could visit area là-bas.
After 30 minutes, he removed me and placed me at the visiting area.
By the time
By the time he placed his knees on me, my colleagues who were there had the same treatment. They woke us up. By the time they removed us to go to the visiting area,
all the way
there were officers standing, SSU officers, Ibu in masks, until you reach outside. When passing by, they were swearing at us and hitting us with the tofa stick. I had a few beatings on me. Until we reached at the sitting area and they left us there.
L'assistance médicale.
Yeah. Yes, so, le mon libre partout là.
Oui.
Dans mon figu, dans mon estomac partout là.
I received injuries in my face, on my stomach.
Où tu vois docteur?
Non, parce que c'est non docteur quand tu finis les asos soir les tout ça là fini pendant ce soir docteur qui nous taquent dedans.
We were not able to see the doctor at that night. We were locked inside.
Quand tu vois docteur?
Docteur nous tu vois by the time because de bonne les 5 décembre pour 5 semaines nous taquent dedans.
We were locked inside for over a week.
Est-ce que you can visit par un welfare officers qui viennent voir d'autres de la prison pour être capable de mettre d'autres.
Et puis le temps.
C'est aucun petit monde qui vient voir d'autres dans la prison.
Ça joue non, ça dit toi joue non.
We did not get. We didn't get any visits from the welfare officers. They took everything from us, our articles, our clothes, everything.
Si tu penses que c'est tiré, vous êtes une semaine lambda, qui m'a dit que tu dors, quand tu dors.
We slept on the mattress.
They provided us with mattress. They provided us with
mattress.
They provided us with mattress. One mattress, one t-shirt, one short, one boxer, and we remained in that for 1 week.
What about manger?
Manger, si on mange l'habitude pareil, midi avec 4 heures.
We got normal food, midday and at 4.
C'est moi nous disons nous tu manges qui nous acheter la boutique, quelque chose qui nous forme chez finir emmener, c'est des emmener moi mon forme chez des emmener.
But we already had our articles like our family provides.
Juice bonne affaire pour manger,
juice, milk,
ou les boxer. Tout ça là tu bon là tu dis dehors like on a petit ou d'une bonne tu dis dehors vous tu dis le pas toi nous bonne dis le là boîte partout pour 5 semaines comme là.
They had taken our clothes and everything, thrown into the water. Even our food, they had thrown into the water.
Okay, so là on arrive là dans
visiting area.
Où tu finis à visiting area qui
on a visiting area, on a this campus 5 heures bon matin.
We were in the visiting area until around 5 a.m.
The visiting area, living in special force avec l'armée.
We just saw officers, special forces, army officers passing on and off. They were working like shifts. We remained there until 2 or 3 a.m. I saw Mr. Ernesta who passed away.
So, comme si tu peux pousser les loin, qui met l'eau là, l'hôpital. Pousser les gamins dehors.
They were pushing him on a stretcher.
Après, tu vois Fabio Supermanian.
I also saw Fabio Supermanian also on a stretcher.
Après, tu vois Rahim Jumai.
I saw Rahim Jumai. He could not walk. I saw Fred, but I can't remember his signature. Then there were other people, but I don't know their names. Those whom they were going out with had great problems.
Okay. Sorry, just a moment. Let's just give them, the mugs, the cups. Yeah. Yeah, you can use the cups. Okay. The SBC has requested that we must remove the label on the water. Yeah, so I think his water has a label. Just remove the label. Yeah.
It is what is a label.
Thank you, officer.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
We were there until around 5 a.m. When the officers had gone, Dacambra passed by. There were 2 daggers in his hand. When he passed by, we said, "Hey, you beat up our friends inside? It's not normal." He came by the fence and threatened us with the dagger. There was a prison officer as well in the visiting area.
Elizabeth.
His name is Elizabeth. He was there protecting us. He came and told us to cool down. When they had left, they opened the gate for us to go back in our cell.
Ça veut dire, Terry, non?
Freddy.
Ça veut dire Freddy, ou support, ou confirme ça qui l'IPG, à cause de tous les autres là.
Mon confirme.
Ça veut dire ou support ça qui l'IPG.
Mon support ça qui l'IPG.
Mais donc, un petit bout de addition, on a discalé, après les autres pas.
Oui, moi les additions qui par l'IPG bien causé. C'est moi il y a quelque chose qui pas petit bien. By the time les autres mettent nous là.
I confirm what my friend is saying, but there are some things that he has not said it properly.
Par Dacambra le dit passé. L'année passée là, maman un petit peu exposé que lui.
When Dacambra passed by, the others were just talking to him.
OK. Lui on va connaître qui sont hyper nerveux à cause on qui son problème.
He was nervous. I don't know what his problem was.
Parce que il fait quoi whatsoever qu'il fait qui dadel. Il vient au maman avec sa dague par IPG.
He came towards us with the dagger.
Et si nous n'a pas aucun arme avec vous des filons dedans. OK. Ouais que vous aimez menacer des gens qui dans de l'info qui peut causer coup les officiers la police devait donner
somebody is inside the fence and not armed. Why would you have to threaten them with the dagger?
Oui, il fait ça là, il finit dans l'intention. il fait quelque chose de Jimon. Il vient de.
By doing so, you could see that he had intention to do something.
Et puis là, nous là, tout ça, nous là. Est-ce que c'est qu'il y a bon matin là? Ok? Ça team Ibu là, ils descendent là, même mélangé ensemble tout.
All the time we've been there since 5 a.m. The Ibu team and the army team had come down.
Après combien de monde qui est dans descend là? De saler là. Qu'est-ce que monde qui chante là? Soldat, support services ding.
À peu près, là où mettez, il y a à peu près 70 personnes comme ça.
There were about 70 people.
À cause de il y a team Ibu, il y a l'armée.
There was the Ibu team, the army,
Il y a SSU.
SSU,
Il y a garde ici.
prison guards.
Yeah. Après, les gens passent là, ils servent beaucoup d'ammunition, ils servent.
They have used quite a lot of ammunition.
Il y a même grenades qui viennent avec dans la prison.
Even they have thrown grenades inside the prison.
Yes. Vous savez ce qu'ils ont passé avec la bonne là de 6h30 7h là.
What they have passed by with around 6 to 7.
C'est fini que ça. Ils besoin retourner à ces socos armes, à ces socos ammunition.
The arms and ammunition had finished with them and they had to go and look for more.
Ils tournent avec encore ammunition.
They came back with more
Des rounds
ammunition.
ils fait. Je viens avec elle fini après ils retournent avec. Parce que ammunition dans caisse et l'autre.
They came with ammunitions in cases, one on top of the other.
Oui, président.
Sorry. I would have waited. I just want to quickly understand. When you say they brought in ammunition,
Yes.
yeah, what type of ammunition are we talking about?
Bullets, grenade,
Bullets, grenades.
Yeah.
Did you see them?
Yes, inside everywhere. There was everywhere on the floor when we entered inside after.
Okay. No, I mean, did you see them
We
bringing?
were
them?
bringing with the box ammunition. Saw it, yeah. Everybody saw it.
Okay, please continue.
Il est nous land dans sa visiting area là.
When we were in the visiting area,
Fabio Supermarian avec Darius Supermarian, nos familles.
Fabio and Darius Supramanian are my relatives.
Dario, Fabio, mon cousin.
They are my cousins.
By the time les arrivent là, ils font notre de minuit qui qu'on veut ça.
By the time when they came in around midnight, when they came in, they went upstairs. We were watching from the visiting area towards upper prison. You could hear guns being fired and grenades exploding.
Sa grenade quand on envoie le cas sur Fabio avec Dario dormi là. Sa grenade ça bon zigli là, les pété là, passe par tout la flèche quand on était dehors, tombe dans l'air l'autre côté nous à distance imaginée.
When they were throwing the grenades where Fabio was, it opened up and it spread it sparkled everywhere.
On the roof.
On the
window,
where we were.
Out of the window.
Out of the window. It
Onto the
sparkled out of the window.
Onto the roof.
Onto the roof.
Onto the roof. Ça là les quand on peut poser when it's finished on le bon matin c'est fini on.
This went till around 11 in the morning.
Na là peut net comme ça. Quand c'est le coup il peut battre avec lui shooting.
We just heard crying and shooting. I was there and I saw what was happening.
Après nous là, par une journée, nous avons Rahim, Fred Emmanuel,
We
Fabio
saw Rahim
Barcelo,
coming down, Fred Emmanuel,
Fabio passé l'eau en marque.
Fabio was on the stretcher.
Mon liquide fait mal, comme famille ça.
It was painful.
L'en marque sur les pieds, côté droit, I think, il y a côté droit.
His left leg.
Les os, quand sont les pieds cassés là, waouh, il marque. Quand dit ça veut couler, il passe out.
The bone on his left leg was protruding his skin, and you could see when passing by.
Oui, dans mon esprit, imaginez-vous, on dit, mais Fabio passe l'eau là, mais only Dario.
I thought to myself, if Fabio was going on the stretcher, where is Dario?
Je m'imagine quelquefois, je pas non, si Dario ne passe, ça veut dire même non. Je m'imagine Dario quelquefois mort.
I thought maybe Dario had died.
Et comme merci bon Dieu pas nous permettre ça arriver.
But thank God did not permit that.
Mais c'est ce qui est juste tout bas qui est Nista avec Jerry Maggio, des collègues qui me conduisent bien, cause avec eux. Ils ne peuvent pas sauter là, ça joue. Ils n'ont rien du tout. Ils nous sommes.
It's just that today, Enista and Jerry Machot lost their lives innocently. 2 people I have known.
On les fait public, on a qui dit qui pour des autres. Quoi de ça que nous petits autres. Pas besoin de créer avec quelque chose nous.
I want the public outside to believe in us what we are saying.
Yeah. Nous sommes victimes, nous sommes victimes ça jour nous.
We have been victims on that day.
Yeah. Pas ni faire non rien. Nous on les qui n'a pas aucun ailleurs. Ailleurs n'arrive by the time les.
We have not done anything. There were no riots. Riots occurred when they were killing those people upstairs.
Et les obédients, on peut célébrer, on tous les autres, on jouer comme si vous savez, on tous les autres, on donne la paix, l'autre.
When they were coming down, they were as if celebrating, saying now they have given peace.
Okay.
We have killed them.
Yeah. Vous avez le temps, nous tu vas encore. Et après tout ça là, une finale, ça groupe qui se fait célébrer.
By the time we came in, the ones who were celebrating were going out.
Yeah, c'est encore dedans, nous pouvons entrer, qui se fait descendre.
There were some still inside who were living.
Militaire, pareil, maman tu peux dire.
The military.
3 autres, nous pouvons entrer, un mon collègue qui appelle Warren Telemark.
There were 3 of them.
Qui était un petit nom.
And there was one of my colleague, Warren Telemark. They call him by nickname Tete.
Et à présent, nous pouvons arriver dire que ça 3 soldats qui viennent. Ils ont tout ça bonnement mal, la bolère, tout ça bonnement mal.
And he told those soldiers, you have killed those people. Why have you killed those people?
Ça, il y en a là-dedans, pas des gens qui peuvent dire, c'est race fusil, c'est le coup de chute dans nous. C'est seulement mon réflexe, vraiment vite, mon ça à côté.
One of them took his gun and pointed at us to shoot, but I was quick and I moved back.
Ça, mon weakness, ça qu'il a dit.
I have also witnessed what he is saying.
Special force, the special force are different.
There were 2 brothers in special force, but I don't know their names. He ran after Aaron Telemark, pointing gun at him, even he was on the ground. There were blood. Aaron was bleeding. Warren was bleeding. He has now been released from prison. He's outside. Something which I'm happy Dario said whilst following on the TV. He was like a mother to us, but I don't recall her name.
Oui, mais
Even when I was at Posée was involved in a riot before.
Tout le temps comme si là pour support nous pour aider nous.
He has always been there to support us.
Yeah, my cool, pas besoin faire agressif avec les autres.
He asks us to cool down, not to be aggressive like the others.
Even though it's a safe prison. So when they are venus pour venir causer que nous approche nous, pareil, Madame Ministre qui fait venir approche causer que nous. Et tout le temps agressif, pareil, on m'a dit auparavant.
Lesquels sont qui pareil maman?
Jocelyn Anista.
Jocelyn Anista.
Yes.
In tout le temps pareil maman aussi.
Yes.
Jocelyn Anista, CI Anista, she has always been like a mother to us. We can relate our problems to her and she will listen to us. After the incident with Aaron Telemark, we got inside. When we got inside on the ground floor, there are 4 sections. All our articles had been removed. It was in the corridor. Our clothes, everything. My mother comes here. My mother comes to visit us and brings articles for us. They all threw it down and stepped on it and destroyed everything. Our clothes, shoes, juice, everything. We don't have anything. Everything have been lost. They walked on it.
Quelque chose qu'on veut éclaircir. Vous participez à aucun uniforme de prison, tu n'as pas uniforme de prison?
Non, tu n'as pas uniforme.
No, we did not have uniforms in prison. We used
ça va laisser que nous lisons on est assez il pour se faire nous mettre uniforme prison qu'ils emmènent nous des avoir après.
They promised us a prison uniform, which we have never seen to date.
Nos problèmes qui nous font menacer. Et qu'est-ce qu'on va faire pour ressortir ce qui?
Something I want to point out.
Il disait on le rayon auparavant.
There has been prior riots.
Ou Tiran qui là ou Maxime Tiran qui là ça va le temps.
Mr. Maxime Tiran was there at the
time.
time.
Ça maintenant rayon qui nous fait auparavant. Un garçon qui perd la vie à cause.
There was a guy who lost his life in the said riot.
Yeah. Parce que perd la vie à cause brutalité soldat de tout il perd la vie à cause lui son négligence pour lui.
He lost his life on account of his own negligence, not because of somebody shot at
God
him.
knows qu'il a évaporé. C'est moi qui m'ont dit c'est qui.
Sorry. Did you say the person who died in the other riot lost their life out of
his own negligence?
Yeah, because he was on the roof.
Yeah, no. Were you there?
Yeah, he got shot. Yeah, I was there.
You saw it happening?
I didn't saw it happen, but the way the things happened, he was on the roof. I saw him on the roof. By the time the police officer
but can you say it was negligence?
No, it's not negligence like I'm saying. It's his fault.
No, I think let's withdraw that particular part.
Yes.
Because you don't know for sure.
Yeah, that's why I'm telling you.
Yeah, so
God
it can
knows.
be it can be hurtful for
the family.
For the family, because
I'm very sorry.
Unlike other people you are mentioning here, they will most likely get an opportunity to come and clear their names.
Yes.
But that particular family will not be able to, and he is already late, so he won't be able to.
I'm sorry for that.
So let's withdraw that one.
Excuse-moi pour ça, pour qui m'ont dit là, mais qui m'ont fait sortir, c'est qui ça bon là, mais ça bon gars, tout ça, de ça là.
What I want to point out is those soldiers during the riots.
servi armes pour de prison pour shoot.
They were not supposed to use arms and ammunition to shoot in the prison.
OK, à cause SSU qui monte là, dernier radio qui monte tu fais.
SSU came during the last riot. SSU came.
OK, utiliser tear gas.
They used only tear gas.
Tout le monde qui sorti dehors, il n'y a pas aucune personne qui besoin de rester dedans.
And everybody came out. There was no one who had to remain inside.
So qui on peut essayer de faire ressortir c'est qui pas tient radio de ça jour.
On that day, it was not a riot. That's what I want to point out.
C'est un plan qui est assassination.
It was something which has been planned already to come and kill certain people.
À cause de quoi vous dites que c'est un blanc pour tout cette dimension. À cause.
Voilà, vous parlez
Sorry, Commissioner. There's something they are communicating. Is there noise outside? Okay, officer, you can just tell them to lower. Thank you. I think they are trying to.
Ok, moi, demande la question. On fait ressortir comme quoi, pourquoi vous dites ça tient un plan organisé. Confirme ça qui m'a dit ici, oui. Pourquoi tient un plan organisé pour faire ça l'opération. Et à cause de quoi ça? À cause de quoi ça?
À cause.
Why do you think it was something planned?
Question est bien faut présenter la prison avec life bullet.
Why do you have to come to the prison with live bullets and use rubber bullets on prisoners who are unarmed?
Dans le passé,
last time they only used tear gas and I was even present. Everyone surrendered. Maxime Thiron came and said, I appreciate what you have done. He was the chief of prison at that time. But it was so sad that an inmate lost his life.
Only God,
it was a God's work, and he didn't want something to happen. God's plan is bigger than what they are coming with.
Wow, l'autre histoire, il couvert ça l'incident. Tu as quelque chose d'utile à ajouter ou bien tu as quelque chose d'utile à dire encore?
Bon, bien, vous dites ils sont à soir même, l'ingénierie.
On the evening in the early morning when we were coming in, I have seen all these things on the ground. There are 3 floors. I went to the last floor. At the section where Fabio Subramanian were, in front of his gate, I saw Jerry Machot, the one who passed away. He was lying on the ground like a cross. There were few people around. From a distance, I said, they have killed this guy and left him on the ground. This was in the morning. Coming from the visit area, they killed that guy and left him on the ground and did not remove him. There were 2 holes under his arms on both sides.
So let's get the dates. So they killed him on which day?
Le 5 décembre.
On the
On
5th.
5 December.
Le 5 décembre.
No,
Non, son lendemain, son grand matin, à boucher quoi à terre.
So now he's saying around the 6 in the morning.
Non, pas 6 in the morning, 5. Oui, 6 in the morning, yeah. 6 in the morning. Yeah. Sorry.
On the 6 in the morning,
Yeah,
when
sorry.
they went up, they saw that
There's a dead body.
Jerry was still there
Yeah.
on the floor.
Still on the
Do
floor.
you know when he was killed?
I don't know, but
You don't
because
know.
I was outside,
Okay. No, that's
I
fine.
not see this.
Yeah.
Who killed him?
Mm.
I don't see.
No, that's fine.
On lui fait sortir après qui lendemain par exemple le 6.
I want to point out the next day on the 6th,
Tu finis dans JT.
after breakfast,
Yeah.
tea,
Même team là qui était même team bon garde dans Ibu dans masse
almost the same team, the Ibu team,
avec
guards in the mask,
garde prison ici.
together with prison
Dans
officers.
Tu viens encore dedans, pas pour demander section encore dedans.
They have come again in the sections
Au
inside,
ground floor.
on the ground floor.
Tu finis déjà pour nous bonne l'aise, nous bonne quelque chose dehors.
They had already thrown our belongings outside.
Tu vraiment salon de c'est des loups pas toi
Inside it was very dirty.
Quelque chose là-dedans.
A lot of water, mud.
Il y a à présent dans la section de télévision.
When we got in the section, we were watching TV.
Donc venir encore jouer.
They came again swearing.
On arrive encore, tu respectes de venir. Commence casse télévision, tape couper la télévision.
They start kicking the television.
Tout quelque chose qui change là.
Everything they saw, chairs,
chairs,
everything.
Et nous cassons encore, c'est fini, commence à avancer son du matin.
We had started to fix our cell in the morning.
Yeah. Mais ça quelque chose qui nous pas capable c'est choco à caution de talent, pas doit être quelque chose.
There were things we had not completely picked up. There were clothes on the ground.
Nous revenons mettre des ordres encore là où était.
They came to put disorder again in our belongings.
Donc qui m'a appelé ça. Fini des affaires MS. Vous revenez faire quoi l'autre messe encore le lendemain au matin.
You have already made a mess, and the next day you come to make mess again.
J'ai demandé au finalement qui avait dit mais nous sommes autorité ça jour. Nous fait public connaît dehors qui nous qui victimes ça jour.
We want to
No.
tell the public that we were
Tu n'as
the
pas
victims on that day.
nous tu peux faire, nous pas tu peux la personne, nous pas tu peux la garde, nous ça que nous fait tout le monde connaît dehors.
There were no riots. We were not fighting with any officers. That's what we want to tell the people outside.
Garde qui tu peux battre nous.
It was
God,
the
tu peux
officers
victimiser
who
nous.
were beating us.
Les people salés là, hein, au matin là.
Yeah.
When talking about that time in the morning,
Les jours tu fais.
C'est une fait
Dans quelle heure people?
parle de 8h et demi comment.
it was around 8:30 in the morning.
Est-ce qu'il y a aucun officier prison, les on peut dire, du monde de management, ou bien du monde de welfare département, ou bien aucun officier qui nous considère ou placer les officiers prison, qui te vient à autres, qui te vient qui peut passer.
Were there any high-ranking officers who came to see what was happening on that day?
Yeah, par exemple, Justin Enesta là.
Yes, Jocelyn Enesta was there. The usual officers were there,
C'est pas tout qui viennent.
but not all of them
Avant
came.
welfare du monde. C'est un de ça.
Only one person, maybe in each section.
There will be in the sac,
What do you mean?
Le côté welfare. Tu as dit mon welfare, moi quoi qui peut passer là, qui peut guetter.
There was a person from welfare who was looking around.
Moi pas connaître son nom ça dit moi.
I don't know the name.
Yes.
Okay.
This was on the 6th.
C'est mon bon garde Paris, Jocelyn Chila,
Jocelyn was there, Jenna was there.
La bonne garde Gabi Chila.
The usual guards were there.
A construction sans là, special shift
The shift had changed and there was a special shift. It was the soldiers who were in control that day. In masks.
Ça veut dire, ou confirmer que prison, les 5 et les 6, si en bas, contrôle et l'autre unit d'un pays qui n'est pas prison.
Yes. Yes. Définitivement. Yes. Ça me garantit 100%.
Et après, on fait une mort comme si ça, comme si on fait une perdre la vie.
It was sad seeing a brother dead for nothing.
And a family aussi.
He has family outside. We told CINSTA that there was somebody who's dead down there. It was early morning, around 6:30, that they came to pick up the body.
There's a crime scene now, a crime now. If you suppose if a crime scene, near crime scene, you can't fail.
When a crime happens, you're supposed to have a crime scene, but nothing happened. They should have cordoned the area, indicating there's a crime scene, but they did not do that. I took a mattress there in the area and went to relax till morning. When I was in my section, I just heard, remove it, I tell you. Like something, someone with a stick asking you to remove what you have put. I said, those people have come and killed people. Now they come again. Give us some peace. At least let us serve our sentence in peace. We are human beings. They continue to beat us in the section. We slept at the back, like in a dormitory. When they looked and found there were people in the dormitory, they shouted at us, come out, come out, pointing guns at us with iron rods, some with sticks. They asked us to come out. They asked us to come out from the section. They removed what I had put on. I had dressed like a Muslim. They asked me to remove it. They were putting all those people in the 4 sections on the ground floor. We were going through the corridor with officers on both sides. They asked me to stand against the wall and not to turn back. I had a t-shirt with the army design on. I had bought the shirt in a shop. Tony Joe was there. They asked me to remove that shirt. I told them I don't have any more clothes. What am I going to wear? I didn't want to remove it. There was a guard in a mask. There was a pipe in his hand, and he started hitting me on the back. They are taking us as slaves. My rights have been abused in prison, and abolition of slavery was over. She did not have the knowledge for the work. Ever since she has worked in the prison, she has never come down to the prison to see how it was. I swear before God, I will tell you when she came. It was only when the minister came last time that she came to the prison, and she was very ashamed, and nobody likes her in the prison. She wanted to remove the prison from rehabilitation and take it rather to correctional level. When this incident had happened, we didn't have access to shop, we didn't get sugar, milk. There was a gym program which she had abolished. In the prison, it was dark everywhere, no lights. Everywhere in the corridor, it was dark.
Sorry, quick question. So when these privileges were removed, when access to the gym was discontinued, was there any communication given to the... Yeah, given to the... Maybe let me finish the question. So the full question is, was there any communication to the inmates or given to the inmates to explain why gym was being discontinued?
Est-ce qu'il y a aucune communication avec les autres prisonniers pour dire raison à cause ça gym s'est fermé? There was nothing, it was just closed because she wanted to punish us.
Simon peut-être ajouter un petit bout avec ça qui Chairman dit.
I want to add to what the chairman is saying.
So tu n'as pas aucune l'explication ou bien un petit mémo ou bien lettre ou bien instruction qui tu as donné pour que tout bon privilège, à cause de moi, on expliquer, c'est que tout bon privilège qui prison tu peux donner aux autres, tu as tué. Zaman na aucun mémo, il a boutique qui fonctionnait.
There were no memos or letters informing us that all the privileges that we have, like the gym, shop, will be closed. Nothing was said.
Are you sure that the gym was closed? Are you sure of that?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay. Because
Gym, shop, everything closed.
Because there's been evidence here whereby somebody said that on the day of the incident, he was at the gym.
Non, laisse l'incident arriver là. L'outil ouvert pour mettre l'activité.
So maybe that's true. So maybe sorry. Maybe you need to clarify whether access to the gym was suspended or the gym was shut down. The two are not the same.
Expliquez si zoti n'a pas accès avec gym ou soit gym tinga fermé entièrement. Expliquez
après l'incident, nous pas gagné accès au gym.
After the incident, we didn't get access to the gym.
So before that, the gym was still accessible. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. So that privilege had not been withdrawn prior to the incident that happened.
Sa privilège pas tinga tiré avant l'incident. It was not removed.
So maybe so that this testimony, this part is clear, we need to re-explain that, because your point was before the riot, you were being mistreated. Like the relations between you and the prison management were not good.
No,
you said
everything was not good.
Yes. So then you then said some of our privileges were taken away. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Right. So we now want you to clarify which privileges were taken away.
Expliquez qui ban privilège qui ti gagne prend avec sous.
Après l'incident, on va dire.
You're referring after
Before
the
incident.
riot. Before the so-called.
So before, no privileges had been withdrawn from you.
Avant
Is that
ça
what you're saying?
l'incident, zot ban privilège pas tinga prend avec zot.
C'est là l'histoire privilège qui s'engage pour nous.
Some privileges had been taken away from us.
C'est là Paris la boutique.
There was
Okay.
the shop.
Si comme ça, ou bien dehors, on a, il faut anesthésie. Là, avec on fait agiter,
We were told that we have to buy only milk.
Comment? Il vous dit quand c'était fruits, pommes, oranges, ou faut supposer emmener.
They will tell you how many fruits, apples, oranges your family can bring.
C'est pas 3 paquets de biscuits supposés en pour un mois.
You need to have 3 packets of biscuits for 1 month.
Ben pour vivre comme ça, on peut poser.
It is these kinds of privilege that I'm talking about.
Okay, so when you say you need to bring 3 packets of biscuits, so you can't get more than 3 packets.
No.
Yeah.
That's what it means.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. No, I think that's clear now. You can continue.
Just one more of the privileges. Après qu'il s'est l'incident qui est arrivé, et d'abord privilège que je considère important pour un gens qui n'est pas là, c'est visite avec son famille. Une visite qui est organisée, ça, il y a nécessité pour un problème. Est-ce que ça va une visite, est-ce qu'il y a pas une visite, est-ce que la visite est arrêtée ou bien ou combien de temps de pratiquer une visite?
We did not get visits from our relatives for over 2 or 3 months.
I want to ask a follow-up question on that one. You did not get visits. So let's talk about the two of you. So, Fred, you didn't get visitors for 2 or 3 months?
2 or 3 months, yeah. Right. Not get busy. Not get access with.
Is it because...
No call, nothing.
Sorry? Just all. Is it because your relatives were being prevented from seeing you, or they were not coming to visit you?
Est-ce qu'il y a cause de bonne famille qui gagne un PC pour venir aux autres, ou soit famille pas de venir? The relatives were prevented from coming in.
On va continuer comme ça pour que continuer on finit battre mon les deux avec l'accord.
When they had beaten me with the pipe, they asked me to remove the short that I was wearing. I said, am I going to remain in my boxer? I don't have clothes. I had to remove it because they were beating me. There were a lot of them around. They walked us to the 4 sections and they locked us inside. They removed everything in the sections. On the 6th at night, we had to reach out for mattresses where they had put it. We have been in that section for a week, and they gave us food through the bars. For 1 week or 1 week and a half, we have been in there. We asked to see the doctor, but we were refused. A lot of people who had been shot had injuries. They requested for doctors, but they were refused. When they went to court in January, it was then that the judges could see the injuries. I was on remand at that time. I was in Magistrates Court B. The judge was not...
It was a magistrate. Magistrates Court. It is a magistrate.
The Magistrates Court, they were not paying attention to what we were telling them. There was a guy called Said. His face was swollen. Even we lifted our shirts showing where we have been beaten, they did not care or pay attention.
Sorry, I think Commissioner wants to...
You said you were on remand during that period?
Yeah, I'm on remand.
And you were being remanded at the prison?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before I was remanded at Bois, there was an incident which happened.
And you were mixed together with inmates?
No,
prisoners?
Here. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both of you were on remand?
Yeah, this time, yeah.
at the time of
When the incident
this
happened,
disturbance
on
yeah,
remand.
Yeah.
on remand, you were
On
not
remand, yeah.
convicted,
No.
Not convicted.
On remand.
but you were living together with
Yeah, with
the ones that had been convicted.
yes.
Okay.
Et les antibodies
did you know that you had the right to be
Yeah,
separated?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so did you request for the separation?
At one time, even though request to, there was no place to put you.
At that time, even you would request, there was no place to put us.
And one thing, was it at your request that you were sent to Montagne Posée from
No,
Bordeaux? Or
request.
it was not from?
Request.
It was not from your
No.
as a result of your request.
No. As a result of Jeanette Tinemo, she came down there at Bordeaux again to do another riot, to blame it on us. We are fighting with the police. She came in the prison at Bordeaux, human center. Not even we were sleeping that day. Not even up, good morning, nothing. Il y a besoin de rien. Avec des sessions devant les ça joue, télévision ça joue.
On that day, she came at Perseverance, not even greeting us good morning. She came with 2 other officers.
Yeah, avec son bon petit bout de masse derrière lui. Après, peut-être tout ça bon garde.
There were around 30 officers.
Et ils sont entrés sans aucun demande de fichier prison qui est là pour bader au chazo.
They just walked in without asking permission with the Bois de Rose officers.
Avec fusil.
They were with guns,
Life
bullets.
Entré en dedans.
They got inside.
Ils ont des sacs cassés, il y en a 3 personnes qui dorment.
In each cell, there were 3 people sleeping.
Les venus, on va sortir dehors, nous pouvons faire la fouille, c'est pas whatsoever.
When they came, they said, everybody get outside, we are coming to make a search.
Quand ils la fouille, vous pouvez faire seulement, on va sortir dehors.
What kind of search are you conducting, asking me to go out?
Sortir dehors, quand on va voir, on peut fouiller.
Going out where I will not see what you are searching for.
On peut fouiller, on se pose voir, on peut get tout.
When you are doing a search, I'm supposed to be here watching you. They asked us to go out to a distance where we could not see them. By the time they were done with the search, we were in a room where they had the TV. When they have put disorder in our things, throwing all our articles, clothes, they went out again. They passed by with certain plastic bags, saying they have found illegal substances in the cells.
So, which cell? We don't know.
We asked them which cells they have seen this. They said cell number 7, number 4. But you have not conducted the search in front of us. How can we confirm? At that time she had gone, but the officers were there. That's where there was a confrontation and the officers were threatening us with guns, clocking their guns. Then we said, if you are clocking your guns with us, it means you are coming to kill us, and you will be finished with us.
pas rien gars disposé faire.
It means you are not coming to do something like an officer is supposed to do.
Officer supposé plus protéger la loi, pas supposé faire marcher à du monde, de protéger du monde, il est officer.
An officer is supposed to uphold the law, but not to torture anybody.
Yeah. Et là, pour ce qu'il a, pour nous, quand nous petits autres avec les autres pas pour nous, mais de le cas sur taquet.
Then the commotion happened. They
Yeah.
put us in the cell and locked.
Ils avaient nous taquer nous là dedans, après un seul coup, le maman avait dit on a du feu, on a fumé du feu, on sorti la fumée, nous là la fumée du feu, pour ça n'est pas avec nous.
At that time, we could smell fire,
Yeah.
smoke, and we've been there for some time.
Because this, because more, because
Some were spitting blood
les gars
and black.
ils nous. Les gars ils nous pour un état, Londres.
After 1 hour, they unlocked us.
Après Londres n'a pas aucun qui sorti ça la fumée.
With the smoke in the room, we could not breathe. There was no air.
Après nous là les gars ils nous sorti. Mais nous
When they unlocked us, we went outside.
je vais aller le sorti je te reviens retourner encore dedans. C'est comme shoot tout n'importe qui mon encore.
When we were coming back inside, they started shooting everybody.
Comment se battre encore avec mon bâton,
sorry. Shooting with what bullets?
Avec it, shoots.
Blank bullet après il y a des gars qui tapé avec un africain.
They
Yeah.
shot with live
No, no.
live bullets.
Blank.
Yeah.
Yeah, live bullets.
Live bullets.
No,
Yeah.
that's what he said.
Blank.
Blank, but there was
Blank.
there
There
was
was
an
an
African
officer.
person who was
A person
hit
was
with a live
shot
bullet.
because il a tapé de son lazan et il pénétré par l'autre côté. Ça veut
One
dire pas qu'il y a un
person-
blank bullet qui fait ça.
One
It's
person
live
was
bullet.
shot in the leg.
Yeah. Il
And
appelle Chinedu, un africain. Yeah.
So one person was shot with
Yeah.
a live bullet,
In front of me,
and the other, because you were saying they were shooting a lot of times. So were the other shootings involving
Yes.
live bullets or
no
rubber
blank bullet,
bullets?
the other shooting.
Blank bullets.
Yeah.
The other shootings were blank bullets.
It's big.
Okay.
Yeah. If he shot you, si shoot la poule là, il faut qu'il bonne bruises là, bonne marque là, avec blank bullet.
When you get shot with blank bullets, you just get bruises on you.
if you are hit at close range, that is. If it is
If
close.
you are hit at close range,
Yeah. Yeah. Par exemple, les dames les Africains, il y a des devant moi, je ne pas devant lui, moi, et on peut sortir, on peut taper nous, on peut faire nous sortir.
when they were hitting us, asking us to go,
Les Africains, quand tu dors, mais pas devant moi là,
there was an African guy who was sleeping in
il
front
passe
of
pas
me.
devant moi,
He passed by in front of
ça
me,
bouge shot lui,
and the guy shot him.
ça bouge petit pour moi, jour.
The Répétez, ça bullet pour.
Il y a comme c'est ça, une shoot là.
The bullet was meant for me.
Yeah. This girl pas l'envie, bon, j'ai pas l'envie d'aller d'arriver là.
It's just that God didn't want it to happen.
Et tout ça, là, arrivé, après Africain, puis il y a des là, pour les lots, il essayer pour lever.
When all this happened, the African was crying, blood coming out.
Continue.
On s'est choboli, on s'est amené dehors pour lui gagner l'assistance.
We tried to hold him and carry him outside for assistance.
On peut pousser, on peut pousser moi, on peut pousser lui. Après, il y a un gars qui est venu ici aider aussi.
They pushed me aside, they pushed him, and there was a guy who came to help.
Je dis, laisse-le. Jouer comme si je peux jouer, parce que c'est un mauvais gars. Sorti. Et quand on a une vidéo, là. Comment il va dehors là? Les gars disent bon, le coup pas derrière, tout le monde va derrière, mais toi à ton corps, mais tout de taille là.
At Boadewos, there were two police officers who tied us to put us in tie rag, and they were saying, move on, move on.
Ah, parce que c'est un mauvais gars, nous on veut jouer maintenant.
They were using swear words, vulgar words.
Ah. C'est à cause de Jeanette, tout ça là, il va y arriver à jouer. C'est à cause de lui.
All this happened just because of Janet.
Pas une confession d'ouvert, c'est pas rien, c'est prison.
You mean Miss Janet George?
Yes, Janet George.
So let's just refer to her as Miss Janet George.
Mrs.
Yeah, Mrs. Janet George.
On a dit que les PPC c'est là. Ça l'incident qui est arrivé qui a dit là.
I want to tell the people of Seychelles that the incident where those two people died.
Should be telling us, not the people of Seychelles.
Faut des nous gagner la justice là, faut des nous gagner la justice là.
We need to get justice out of it.
Just one question. Are you still on remand or are you convicted now?
Now, convict now.
Both of you?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Now I've got some questions.
Yeah. You can-
Okay. You said that there was a fire. You were woken up and somebody told you there was a fire. Okay? You came out and you saw the fire.
No.
You didn't see the fire?
She locked me.
Pardon?
She locked down into the lock and she made locked
We were locked, we didn't see the fire.
You didn't see the fire at
But it
all?
was all là.
Here.
No, here I didn't see any fire. Me, I didn't see where I didn't see because I was in my section.
Okay.
We were referring to the incident at Bois de Roche.
Okay. But you are aware that there was a fire here. You were woken up and somebody told you that there was a fire.
Zot yo courant pour dire qu'on a été fait ici dans.
Pour moment était moi, il m'a dit on dans ma section.
I did not see because I was in my section.
But at one point you said that you were smelling smoke.
Tear gas.
Tear gas?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And are you aware of anybody or any prison officers being taken hostages?
No.
Nobody ever mentioned that such thing happens to you?
No.
Okay. And did you see any weapons that the inmates were using?
From where I was, there were no weapons.
Did you at any point in time see rocks being thrown?
No.
And you say that at a certain point the forces ran out of ammunitions and they had to go and get more ammunitions. How long the time did it take for them to get fresh ammunitions?
Let's say about maybe 1 hour.
So within that 1 or 2 hours, was the atmosphere sort of calmer at the prison here? Since they had no ammunitions, they had gone away to get more ammunitions, 1 or 2 hours. So would you say that the atmosphere was calmer?
Atmosphere.
Pendant ça, les temps qu'ils ont couru dans un temps, des temps qu'ils ont tiré dans munitions. Est-ce que ça les temps là, l'atmosphère est calmée un peu?
Atmosphère en dehors de l'eau. C'est pareil, même l'atmosphère.
It was the same, the atmosphere was the same.
So you mean to say at the point where they had run out of ammunitions, and at the time when they were shooting because they had ammunitions, it was the same situation around you?
Around me?
Here at the prison.
Yeah, because it's the same, yeah. It's still the same. Yeah. Because after when they are finished with there's sorti ces ammunition là. Okay, dans le tablement là.
When they came to get the ammunition, they went to attack the people. They went back again to get more ammunition.
So l'atmosphere.
What Commissioner is, maybe I can just do a
follow-up
question on that. Yeah, a follow-up question on that. I think what Commissioner Vidot is seeking to understand is when they used the ammunition and finished, and then went to get more ammunition, right? How can you, what is the situation in the prison between the time they left to go and get more ammunition and when they came back?
L'atmosphère sens le ça va là mais not under.
The atmosphere changed when the army came inside.
Were the inmates aggressive? Were they fighting? Were they subdued? That's what we want to understand.
Ban prisonniers est-ce qu'ils ont été agressifs ça les temps là?
Non, tu peux t'en dire que les prisonniers qui peux gagner battre, qui peut gagner tout ça.
The prisoners were being assaulted at that time.
But let's say at the time that you were asked to surrender, okay? And you said that you were asking why should you surrender. Were you being aggressive in your response or?
Non. Quand tu peux agressif là, tu peux dire non.
I was not being aggressive.
What were you? You were not being aggressive.
No.
But what were you? Just try to explain to us what you were.
Les autres venus, okay, mais tu nous surrender, vous en assisé.
When they came, they asked us to surrender.
On peut assiser, on peut get télévision.
I was sitting watching television.
On l'a mis le ça siphon, okay.
My hand was on the cloth.
Yeah, vous en tiré. Vous allez t'attendre dedans, petit. Surrender, c'est notre one. Vous en petit bien fait, nous surrender. Qui nous fait? On fait non rien.
There were three of us. They asked us to surrender.
D'autres qui viennent agressifs envers moi.
We were calm, and they were aggressive towards us.
Okay. Okay.
I think I just have one question. When Terry Puente, when you started the testimony, you said you saw tear gas. Right? Before the, if you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah.
If you know, then you can share with us. Before the tear gas was fired, is there anything that had happened before the tear gas?
Avant zoti gas, c'est non quelque chose qui t'est arrivé?
No, I don't recall.
Don't recall.
You can recall. Okay, no, that's fine. That is fine. I think that is the question I had. Is there any other question? Otherwise, we need to call the next witness. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Puente and Mr. Esperano, for coming forward with your testimony. We just want to remind you that you should not be victimized for having come forward to give your testimony. And should you experience any victimization, report to the Commission and we will take the necessary steps. It is a criminal offense to threaten or to victimize any person who would have come here and given testimony. I think you should interpret that part.
Il peut dire pour n'a pas aucune victimisation pour les faits qu'ils ont viennent devant pour donner l'évidence de sa commission. Si aucune quelque chose ou trois autres ont victimisé de aucune façon, ils sont capables de venir devant informer.
So if it's a criminal offense for anyone to victimize you or to victimize your relatives or your friends because of your testimony. This morning we met with the CP, the Commissioner of Prisons, and he assured us that he will protect the witnesses, and there is already a mechanism to receive complaints in case you experience any victimization. That is in addition to the other mechanisms that you are already aware of, where you report to our secretary, but the Commissioner of Prisons has also put in place an additional mechanism to make sure that you report, they receive complaints in case you or your families outside have been victimized. And of course, by saying this, we encourage you to continue obeying the lawful instructions and orders from the prison management. So what we are saying is not a license for anyone to then disobey the prison authorities, because disobeying the prison authorities is also an offense on its own, and we can't protect you for that. But if you are victimized because you have given evidence here, or you are carrying evidence that you want to give to the commission, or if your relatives are victimized in any way, then the commissioner will take action, and it is a criminal offense to do so. Thank you very much. I don't know, did you want to add anything? Okay. Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you very much. Thank you, officer.